I'm at the yard of Alan GREEFF, and unfortunately he's feeling a little bit under the weather this morning. He has been kind enough to give me the comments for his runners on Friday, and much appreciated. I'm in the box of Cheerio Baby, who we'll touch on a little bit later in the day, but a big thanks to Asitandile Kwadiso for joining me to hold her. In race 1, the yard step out the two runners, Bahamian Beat and Izanami. Now, Bahamian Beat will be having his first run for the yard. He's a gelding by Global View, and it's a family that the yard know well. They've actually trained all 4 siblings, says Alan. He, though, will be expected to need the experience of his first run. This will bring him on. Izanami will be making her local and poly debut of a lengthy break. She relocates from the Highveld, and Alan does feel she's going to need 1 or 2 runs to fitten up. In race 2, Grey Warrior steps out. Now, he was hard-ridden throughout last time out, and he'll be trying the blinkers on Friday. Alan says he does expect them to make a difference. I know, I'm sure Richard will really hope they will, because he was a hard ride. And Alan does feel that he can still do enough to even have a chance at the win, so don't leave him out. Race 3, Green Isle, so stiff in her last, says Alan, and I've got to agree. She missed a hat-trick that day by only 0.15 of a length. Alan feels she has winning potential. In race 4, Wishes and Dreams, she's done nothing but win her last 2 starts. She has won her maiden, she's won her post-maiden, and Alan feels she's not without chance at following up and finding the hat-trick herself. 5 runners line up in the final leg of the Nelson Mandela Bay Poly Challenge, and it'll be over the mile trip. And we're going to start with Mercantor. He lines up in the hopes of being the first local horse to win all 3 legs, having won over 1,200 and 1,400. And it was really promising, Alan says, to hear after the last interview over 1,400. Richard feels the mile won't be a problem. So, yeah, fingers crossed he can go for the hat-trick. Strathclyde joins him. Alan feels his horse is capable of better than his recent form. He's just got to regain his form. Mr. Fox, very well suited to course and distance, and as Alan points out, is up in class, but he is in good form and he deserves to take a crack here. We Can Go All Night will be making his local and poly debut. Alan says definitely capable of a check on his best effort. And likewise for the Africa House, not without chance at a check, but he can blow hot and cold, and he is difficult to predict. Moving to race 6, One Religion. Alan said big weight to carry last time out, and the eventual winner, who got 12 kilos from her, left her with a little bit too much to do late. She did run a gutsy race and was doing her best work late, and she can find the winner's box here. Moving to race 7, Guy Gibson is well down in class, says Alan, and he's overdue to win, so really does feel he's got a shot at the victory here. Coral Creek showed good improvement last time out placing. Alan's hoping for more improvement from him and hoping he can earn again. Hair Trigger, the blinkers focused his finish last time out, says Alan. It was very positive. He won that last with a determined late run, and he can be thereabouts again. And finally, the yard close in race 8, where we will be chatting about Cheerio Baby. She'll be making her local debut here for a 4-month break. Alan says she's showing good enough work that could see her being effective in the race, but it is her post-maiden run. She is a new horse, and he will be learning more about her. Arabian Blue will join her. She showed improvement last time out back on poly, says Alan, her favoured surface. She's well down in class on Friday. Hoping for more improvement. It's going to be tricky from a very wide draw. Once again, a big thanks to Alan for the comments on his run, as the yard do look set to have a decent day.